Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Big Ziff here, and today we're going to be doing an updated 1.4 reroll guide. I don't think anything has changed again, but I want to make this video for people who are new and might not see my other videos, and also just because I said I was going to roll one out for each patch, so let's get into it. So first thing you're going to want to do is click register now. You're going to want to alt tab to this website, emailondeck.com. I've had some people tell me in the past that this one ran out of temporary emails. If that happens, all you have to do is Google search temporary email generator and make sure you don't close it out while you're doing the rerun. So click I'm not a robot, you'll click get email. It'll generate an email up here. You will just copy it, go back to Genshin, paste that in there. You'll want to click send verification code. Have to slide in this little puzzle piece. Bounce back to this email. It'll take a second. If you don't see it, you'll click refresh and it'll give you your code. Okay. Then you'll want to just make any sort of password you want. And you'll be able to change this at a later date. So then you'll have to slide in one more puzzle piece to complete it. And you'll just say agree to the following. These were not there originally, and then you can pick your server down here. Those were not there originally in the older rerolls, so I guess that's something new. I honestly haven't tried rerolling since 1.3, so this will be my first try since then. And I'll just include none of the cutscenes, so we'll just cut through all the cutscenes, and you can pause it at those various cutscenes if you need. Alright, so once you get to this screen, you're actually going to want to select the male character because he will be able to do our movement capabilities a little bit better than the female character will. Alright, so per usual, once you get to this cutscene, you're either going to want to hit shift and jump continuously, or you can click your right mouse button and do that, and we'll just call this the dash jump. You'll see that at the end of that dash jump, it started to slow down like that, so then it's really not going to be effective to just keep doing it. The other thing about the dash jump is you generally don't want to do it when you're going uphill like this. It'll start to stagger you usually. And you'll come up to this cliff and just make sure you have a little bit of stamina just to be able to climb it. And then we'll dash to the right here. You can probably dash jump as well at this area because it's flat ground for the most part. And then you'll see that like that, I couldn't keep dash jumping, so I just stopped there. You'll run through these bushes and trigger the next cutscene. After that cutscene, you can either press F on mouse and keyboard, or you can click your left mouse button. If you're on controller, I would assume it's A, or X for PS4, PS5. So now we're going to head down this hill. Make sure you don't dash too far ahead of Paimon, because if you do, you're going to have to either go all the way back and get her, or you might have to go back all the way up to that cliff over there again. So I would just dash periodically and make sure she's not getting too far behind you. And I guess if I didn't already make this clear, see how she paused right there. If I didn't already make this clear, this is just going to be an AR5 rerun, which is the shortest one you can do for the amount of rewards that you'll get. It's actually better than doing an AR7 and an AR10 technically per time spent. So after that cutscene, you're going to want to exit out of this map. You're going to have to talk through this dialogue with Paimon again. Again, you can just press any of these clickable options on the right here. And you're going to have to kill some slimes here in a second. So on mouse and key, you're just going to want to tap E once, or your elemental skill, just tap it once, wait for it to recharge. Then you're going to want to hold it until that blue bar fills up. And then you're just going to want to turn here, trigger your ultimate, and make sure all 4 of those slimes get picked up. Should trigger an achievement like that, and then you know that you're good to go. So just swim across here, make sure you have enough stamina. I almost just drowned there. That would have been annoying to have to go back, but you'll just start heading down this hill, and it'll have a mini little cutscene with Stormterror flying above you right here. I'll pause for a second. We're just going to dash through this hilly trail camp. Actually roll down here to the left. We're going to try and dash jump or dash cut through the forest here if we can, just to save a couple seconds of time. See, it stopped working there. You just have to run up to that tree right there. All right, so after that cutscene with Stormterror, you're going to want to click through this dialogue with Paimon. Again, you can just click either of those dialogue options on the right. You'll have to dash up towards this red gem over here. Make sure Paimon gets there before you pick it up, and then it'll trigger another cutscene. You'll skip through the dialogue with her, and you'll be at AR3 by this point, hopefully, and then you'll just dash jump towards the exit of the forest here. Okay, you'll talk to Amber and go through the dialogue options here. Again, you can just click any of those options. It doesn't really matter. I'm sure some of them might save you a second or two, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to click through the top one every time. So by this point, Amber will join your team. You'll have to use her really quick to shoot these slimes. So you're going to hold R. I'm not sure what it is on controller. Hold R to trigger that aim shot, and then you'll pick up this chest, and you can just go to the left over here. So right here, we're going to climb up. We're going to dash towards this teleport waypoint. We're going to grab it. Then you're going to have to shoot this hilly churl and use your Animo MC if you want to defeat him. Then you're going to have to come over here and defeat these hilly churls as well. I would suggest applying the pyro burn effect to one of them and then waiting till they all gather around, and then you can swirl it, finish them all off at once. You can also pick up that chest before the cutscene if you want. I don't think you actually need to do it though, because you'll still get to AR5 without picking it up, but I'm just used to picking it up from doing like AR7 runs and AR10 runs from before, so it's just an old habit. Right here, if you're on PC, you're going to want to go to your map and just teleport down to this waypoint. If you're on console, you might not want to do it just because it might not be as time effective. But you'll see that in Mondstadt as well, we're going to want to do that in one of the areas just to shave off, you know, like 30-ish seconds. Doesn't seem like a lot now, but if you're constantly re-rolling for one of the characters you want in 1.5, then it makes sense to do those small teleports, because it actually will add up over time. If you have to do 20 or 30 re-rolls, it could end up saving you like a decent amount of time. So you should be AR4 now by the time you reach Mondstadt. Alright, so after that cutscene, you're going to want to skip through these dialogues with Amber again. She'll tell you a little bit about Jean. We don't care though. We're going to skip through that. Come on, come on, come on. And then you're going to have to open your quest journal here. Then you can just exit out of it. And then we'll just dash jump over here towards this waypoint on our right. So you'll come up to this wall. Make sure you have a little bit of stamina before climbing it. Once you get that little bit, you can just jump up, grab the waypoint, go towards this wall over here. Again, wait for your stamina to regen a little bit. You really just need like one little speck of stamina to be able to climb those types of walls. Right here, you're going to want a little bit more stamina because it will take, like you just saw there, it'll actually take 2 jumps to go up this part of the wall. You don't have to go to that exact spot, but I found that that one is the easiest usually. And again, we're going to want just a little bit of stamina to climb this. Oops. And I just messed it up. Just want a little bit of stamina to climb this thing. And we'll stay here until it gets just over like 3/4 full. And then we'll just climb all the way up and jump to the right slightly. And it should trigger the next cutscene. Skip through the dialogue with Amber. She'll tell you this is where you're going to want to teleport if you're on console. If you're on PC. If you're on console, it might be better to just glide all the way down. I'm not sure what the load times are on console. I just know on PC, this can actually save you a lot of time. So you're going to want to dash and roll towards Amber right here. All right, so after that next cutscene with Stormterror, you should be at this stage where you're like in the sky waiting to be able to shoot him a little bit. My suggestion is you're going to want to shoot or aim just below these blue feathers on his back, just because the shots kind of aim up a little bit. And just try to track him as best you can. It's okay if it takes a little bit longer. You'll get better at it as you do more of the runs. And I haven't done this run for like probably like 3 or 4 months. It's very easy though. It does not take that much skill. Alright, so we're almost done with the run here. You should be at a point where you're with Kaya and Amber now after that Stormterror fight. You'll have to skip through a decent amount of dialogue between them, which is kind of annoying sometimes, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. For this run, actually, I'm gonna try and get the chest on top of the headquarters. You don't always have to do it. I'm not sure actually if those Primo Gems will actually help us in the long run or not, but we'll just try and do it here anyways. So you'll want to climb up on this ledge right here. You can just glide over to right here on the wall. Make sure you have near full stamina, and you'll just want to start climbing up. Make sure you can get to this ledge, and then you're going to definitely want to wait until your stamina regens a decent amount. Hop up. And we're going to grab this waypoint here, and we'll come down and grab these 2 chests. Again, this is mainly just for the Primo Gems. It's not actually to pick up anything in the chests here. And then we can just dash and attack to go straight to the staircase here. And you should be AR5 at this point. If you don't do that chest method, then you'll be AR5 by the time you turn in this quest. So either way, you should be AR5 by the time you leave these the headquarters right here. So after the cutscene in the library, you're just going to want to skip through all these dialogue options. This is going to be probably the longest dialogue sequence you're going to have to go through. And I think there's 2 clickable options. Again, we're just going to pick the top one for these just for the sake of this video, just to make it easy for everyone. Okay, I think this is the first clickable right here. Yep. Okay, we get it. Paimon doesn't get it. Okay, and that should be the end of the run pretty much. Now we're going to go over the wishes that you'll get, which I think last time I remember was like 14 or 15 wishes, maybe tops. It's probably closer to like 13 or 14. So you'll be able to wish now. What we're going to actually do though, is we're going to come down to the Adventurers Guild to grab 1 extra wish that we'll get from Catherine at the Adventurers Guild. She should give us 1 more Acquaint Fate that we can use. So we're going to just dash jump down here to find Catherine. We're going to claim our rewards. You only have to claim Adventure Rank 5. But I think Adventure Rank 4 you also get Primo Gems, so you can claim that as well if you want, if you end up keeping the reroll. And we're going to go to our wish. Sorry, before we go to our wish, we're actually going to want to go to our mail. And we're going to want to claim all. That'll give us our 10 Acquaint Fates. You can also claim your achievements if you want. I don't think these will really affect your ability to get 1 extra wish or not. But so now you should have 12 Acquaint Fates and almost enough to do 1 extra summon. People ask me if they should do the Standard banner or the Noelle banner. The thing is, you will get the same chances at getting Diluc or Kaching or any of those 5 stars on this banner. So please, please, please do this banner first, because you end up saving 2 wishes from it. So we're going to drop a 10 pull on this. Nothing good, really. Yep, just Noelle. That's okay. Just for the sake of this video, that's okay. And let's see actually if we can get enough to do... Oh, we can only get 1 more right now. So we'll only have enough to do 5. So we'll just do singles for now, just because that's, for the sake of the video, we just want to keep it short and sweet. But there are ways around this where you can get kind of more, I guess. You could get another 10 pull potentially. Okay, another 4-star. Ningguang, nice. We're going to end up going back to that shop and claiming more of these fates. I think we can only get 1 more though. So I think we did a 10 pull and then 5 singles right there. Then we'll go back to the shop 1 more time. And you can either choose between one of these. Right now we're only able to do 1 more, so let's just pull an Intertwined Fate and just pray. But like for when the 1.5 characters come out, this is going to be kind of crucial. You're going to want to spend all your extra Primo Gems and stuff on these the limited banner instead of the standard wish banner. But you're going to have a defaulted amount of Quaint Fates, so you definitely want to use those at least once on the Noelle banner. So in the case that I got a 5-star, which I know I didn't, but in the case that I got a 5-star that I wanted to keep, what I would do is I'd go to my settings we'd go to account, go to user center. And here we're going to actually be able to change the email and link a username and a different password if we wanted to. So to unlink the email, it says you need to link a username first. So this is why you want to keep that temp email open, because, and I know a lot of people in my last videos didn't do this, because you're going to have to send another verification code to this email. So 838275. Okay. And then you're going to want to create a new, you're going to want to create a new username. So I'm just going to call it Big Ziff YouTube. Big Ziff YouTube. I'm going to link that. So you see up here that now this username is linked. Now we're actually we're able to unlink this email that we don't want anymore. And it's the same process. You have to send the verification code, refresh the inbox, give it a second. There we go, 351938. Okay, and now you can see that the email is not linked, and now the username is linked. So this is what you would use to log in, as well as the password, which you can change. It does the same process again. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the run. I know not much has changed. I know we didn't get a 5-star here, but you get the idea. This is mainly to help people who want to summon for new characters in 1.5. Hopefully Eula will be the next 5-star we get, so people can have a chance at summoning her. I know a couple people that used this method from my last video and got Hu Tao, so it definitely works still. You just got to get pretty lucky, and these take around like 15 to 20 minutes usually, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.